Right people, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm off on a wild camp with Arbella at a place called Formby Beach. So it's in between, I'd say, like Liverpool and Southport. It's very well known if you're from this area or on the northwest. So I've been to this spot quite a few times with the dog in the past. It's got some bunkers and a old lookout point from the World War. I may have mentioned in a previous video I wanted to do a bit of wild camping with the dog, which I've never got round to. Formby station, Southport. Southport's actually 11 miles away. There's a sign for it. And this is called the Ravenmeols, however you pronounce that, Ravenmeols, a local nature reserve. And this, I might camp here, this Devil's Hole, but I'm just going to assess it when I get there. There's a few different things around here, like World War stuff, starfish bunker. So there's a bit of a shelter here. It's ideal for camping, this, to be fair. Some vapes in there. That is a good little spot for camping. Even if I was homeless, I'd live around here. And you could easily get on the roof and sit up there. So this in front, I think this is the Devil's Hole. I've actually walked past that a few times but never ventured into it. This dog's crackers, man. Thinks I've got a ball with me, but I've left it in the house. So I used to actually come here when we were kids to see the red squirrels absolutely everywhere. I think we all used to call it Squirrel Park, and because obviously that's what we used to come down to have a look at. But to be honest, I've been here a few times since and I haven't seen any for a long time. It's got a quite nice foresty area here, like. That'd actually just be good for camping on its own, to be honest. Quite dense, well, it's dense in parts and got good coverage for the trees. Dollar this way. But yeah, we're heading over here. So here's the old observation point from years back. You just see the sea in the background. Jesus, size of that house. You can see people come up here, a few cans buried there and being lighting fires. A couple of big houses there, man. It's like a mansion there. And yet this is an observation point apparently from the Cold War. And from what I've read, it goes far underground. But I'll show you the issue. Here is where you enter. Bit of a ladder. It's been bricked up. I found this on maps a while back and I come up here and I thought I'd go and explore that and then camp up here for the video, and then when we got here it was filled in. And it's a shame, to be honest. I understand, like, they probably fill it in so people don't come here all the time, but I don't know, man, I'd love to have seen what's in there. Burgers for rights. Loves them burgers, whoever's been doing that graffiti. But yeah, look how high this hill is. And I'm assuming it might go down underneath. Yeah, that's a good, I don't know, 30 foot or something. I think that'd have been great back in the day. Been interesting. But yeah, I had a quick look. Last night and it said it's from the Cold War. So, but I've had a look around the videos and I don't think anyone's been in there, or not put on YouTube anyway. So God knows when it got filled in. But what a spot that would have been. And then you got the coast there. See the wind farms. And over there is Wales. You can see over towards like Snowdon and stuff like that. I can't pick out which it is, but it's over there somewhere. Obviously it's quite cloudy. On a clear day it looks fantastic, man. But I want to check this Devil's Hole out, which is just here somewhere over the dunes. It's like a bit of a nature point, but I've never been over there. I've always walked through here and over. We'll go and have a look now and check it out, see if it's worth camping there. see people around, so a lot of people must come up here. I think I can see it there actually, there's a bit of water. Must be, it's about 3 now, so it goes dark in a couple of hours. But you're gonna have people still walking around with dogs, so we don't want to set up too early, you know what I mean? Whoa, wait. Hang on. Don't know, I've missed this about 15 times. It's quite good, this is a great camping spot. Mate, probably little spots there would be ideal, to be honest with you. This is good, this. I can't believe I walked past this about 15 times. Sick. Go down and have a little look. What's this say? Jack Toad breeding pool, please keep out. National Lottery Fund. Only problem is it's not very flat here. You can have loads of toads in your tent in the night while you try and sleep. Shame you haven't got like a little kayak. You could go on a little island there that looks like fairly flat in the middle. Bella? Oh my god, the dog has went fully in. That's a bit daft, isn't it? Oh, that's good, Belle. Soaked. Oh my god, this dog's daft. Yeah. Don't know how we're going to play this one out now. She might dry off in the next couple of hours before the sun goes down. You cannot even make that up. I'm probably not going to camp here now because that's just doing me no favours, and she'll just keep running in and out of it. I might actually go near the beach. I think she could dry off. If it was later, I'd probably just go home now. Oh well. Oh, that water's manky as well, man. Nice one, Belle. Come on then. This way. Yeah, we go closer to the beach. The tide miles out, so I don't think she'll run out. But I'm gonna have to work out how to dry her off now. The clue might be in the name with her being called a water dog. Honestly, I didn't even think as I was on. Look at her. Oh my god. So mad. I did not even think then because I was too busy talking on the camera about her going in the water. She's been wet a few times when we've been out and she's just dried off, but I don't know, you know. We'll soon find out anyway. On the coastline here. I might go up dunes if I can camp around here, to be honest. So randomly that tractor just drove past me. What's he doing on the beach? Don't even know where he's come from. I'm just walking down towards them bigger dunes. Maybe where them houses were, that big mansion. He's come from the road there. What would he be doing in a tractor? No idea. Hey. Yeah, it's not really a lot of flat spots here. Probably should have recce'd this weeks ago when I was here, but I've got enough time to find something decent. Stay there. She actually looks like she's drying off pretty quick, and if she's running around, the body heat will help. Yeah, no idea where he's off there. Yeah, gonna head to these ones here and see what's up there. Do you know what I do know? Worst case there's a big forest further up which I could go to if I can't find anywhere. So you can see how far I've walked on. There's that Devil's Hole, that house, the mansion thing. That's where that fella's come from with his tractor. Must be his house. Ooh, out of breath though. It's like Mount Everest of dunes. That'd have been sick in that bowl, but yeah, not ideal. I think I do go over there somewhere. I think this here is I think that's a caravan site, as far as I'm aware. It's gotta be something flat, man. And then you got the forest there. The forest is alright, like, but again, probably best waiting for it to go a bit darker. Just don't want anyone Don't want anyone reporting you to the ranger and getting lashed. My car's quite far away from here now, but I know how to get back to it easy enough. Why do you reckon these have got a fence around them? These little bodies of water. Weird. Yeah, so I've decided to head inland. I'm just gonna go in that forest somewhere. Do you know what, beaches sound like a good idea, and then you think it's just a bad headache, innit? Nothing's flat. And I'm also thinking about a buy of pegs in that. Surely it's not that easy to do. You have to put your guy lines on like rocks or something, but you live and learn. You find somewhere near though, it's getting a bit less sandy. This is turning into a stealth camp now, not a wild camp, beach camp, whatever you want to call it. Found this little stretch of forest right on the edge of the campsite though. I'm not fancying that rope there, whatever that's about. There's a bag of rubbish there. This would be an half decent little spot, this as well. It's too close to that though, man. Far too close. There's more forest through here that runs all the way down, so I'm going to check that out first. It's not too bad near, like. It's worth that though. Yeah, there's quite a few people coming through here with dogs, so they either probably live around here or maybe they're coming from the campsite thing there. But I feel like this will attract too much attention being here. Now with your lights on that, you're going to see me from miles away. I'll go a bit further in. Well, this turns into a bit of an adventure anyway. So I've just come out on a main road there on a car park, but the rangers just drove past me. You shouldn't be camping in these woods apparently. Well, obviously I get why you shouldn't be camping here, but I am tonight, so I had to just dip back in through the forest. Yeah, you can just see there's the main car park. So I want to carry on heading through and find something a bit more out of the way, away from the caravan site as well. Little picnic area in the forest. Gonna check this bit out, it looks decent up there. Mate just near had an heart attack in that forest then. I walked in and there was a guy sitting down against a tree, like in an L shape, if you know what I mean. Necking some birds. Out of the corner of my eye, I caught them sitting there, but knowing you're not expecting something, I thought it was like a body for 1 second, and I was like, near had an heart attack. And there would have been a Bosch camping spot as well. But he's getting his Valentine's Day in today instead of tomorrow, because the 13th today. But yeah, people are a bit weird hanging around in the forest necking and that. Just go round to your house or something. This part's more like this is proper dense in here. You can literally go further back and just go missing in them trees. I think this would be the spot in here somewhere. Loads of flat stuff. Obviously logs where people have been. But with it not being a weekend, there shouldn't be one on one around. So I'll go a bit further in. Right, this is the spot where we're going to camp. My God, you can't get in close to me there. Just gonna chill, crack a can. Got 4 beers there. There's people absolutely everywhere, just appearing out of nothing. And I've just looked on the satellite and I'm not too far from like a church and some houses. But probably, I'm not proper close, but I'm close enough where you're gonna see people. So I'm gonna wait for it to go dark a bit, then set up. So, you know, it's one of those places, Formby, it's quite affluent. A lot of the footballers live up here actually, and people with money. So some of them are the type to say something to you, you know what I mean? So I'll just wait it out. Floor's not too bad. I've just given it a bit of a clear up, but I'll have to have another little look around because I don't want to pop me mat and stuff like that. I'm just going to put the dog in that roll mat there, and I've got a blanket for her, but she's happy. Got 4 of these rows of blankets. Actually alright, these low percent like, but quite a nice drink. Just hope this doesn't burst everywhere. Nah, but all good, man. Cheers, people. Nice, that tastes like an IPA to be fair. No idea, but decent. Just I'll chill with this for a bit with the dog and then probably start setting up. The dog seems happy enough there, just chilling. I've actually just checked if she's wet as well from going in that Devil's Hole thing, but she feels alright. She's dried off, maybe through running through the dunes and then being warm. She's dried it off luckily, so we should be fine on that note. But yeah, I can feel the cold starting to drop because obviously I'm not sweating as much. Walking through that sand was horrible before. Proper sweating, man. But yeah, it dipped off. And when you're on trees, it always feels colder, doesn't it? Not sure whether that's like the oxygen and stuff, but yeah, and obviously it's dropping off the temperature with it being nearly night, so yeah man, just enjoying this beer. It's actually like really peaceful in here. It's a belter. Started ripping the tent out then, mate. Setting up, thought coast clear here, and then 2 people just appeared out of nowhere with dogs. You can see they're looking at me as if to say, what's he doing there? Probably hold off another like 20 minutes. It says goes dark here at 5:20 and it's about 4:30 now. I'm starving as well, man. Do you know what's funny? I brought I had some dehydrated meals I found in my camping gear that I got sent last year. I think it was by like base camp foods or something. I'll link that in the description if you want to send me some money. Nah, but anyway, I thought I'll just bring one of them, bag of crisp and a couple of chocolate bars, and I've ended up walking like 15,000 steps or something. Now I'm absolutely starving, but I've got a few coffees and that there, so I'm sure I'll be fine. And worst case, I could walk into like the town probably in like about 40 minutes and leave my stuff if I was dying of starvation, but you know what I mean? It's the one time I don't overkill it. Mate, I've whipped the tent up, but it is on a naughty hill, that. And you can tell I've never done this before. Della, on your setup here, it's got a little foil mat from ours and a blanket, and she's obviously wearing that jacket which is dried off. I'll get my bed in there somewhere in my gear. Yeah, she's getting off now. She won't settle down till I like probably get in a tent, but yeah, I'll work it out once I get my mat up if it's gonna work properly, but looks like it'll be fine. I'm just gonna swerve the guy lines as well, cause it's what you call it. Shouldn't get windy in here or anything, so we should be alright. But yeah, people appearing everywhere again, and I just wanna get all the gear set up and then get a scran on, to be honest. Not the best, like, the tent hasn't been out the bag for about 6 months. Well, it's creased. Oh yeah, at least they're here. Always a fair time for everything, isn't it? But I didn't think bringing dog stuff would be an headache, but it is, tell you. So this is one of the bits of kit that I wanted to show you. The Thermarest Trekker chair. I bought this about 2 months ago, but I haven't even had it out of the packet, as you can see. £63, and I didn't pay that, I paid about 42, I think. Yeah, set it up on ours the other day, and it's actually quite decent, but I'll show you in a minute when I get it going. It's good because I was going to buy one of those chairs where I think called the Helinox, whatever you call it, one, about £100, something like that on sale, and apparently they dig into the ground and stuff, and I thought with that you can just sit in your tent with it, but I'll show you when I set it up in a minute. So there's my chair set up now. It's actually really good, you know, it's proper good. Like, I'm very surprised how good it turned out to be. And for like a 40-50 quid add-on, I think it's class, but might be a bit too high in that tent, to be honest. I haven't tried it in a tent, that's the only thing. But I could move that down actually and it'd be fine, but yeah, I'll show you it in the tent if I get in. I just don't want to, this floor's a bit naughty, man. Don't want to burst my mat or anything. But to be fair, it is protected underneath. You can also fold the bottom out and just put your legs down. Essentially, I've now got a backrest, so I can just sit in the tent, looking out at things. It'll just be a better thing for mountains to just sit in your tent, sit up, because what I was tending to find in the past, I was having to lie down, and then it gets boring where I could sit here now with a few beers, actually sitting up like it's a chair. Although this tent is small, I'm going to have to invest in a better tent. I know a lot of these YouTubers have all these fancy ones, but all the ceilings are high on them and this is quite low. But it still does the job, don't get me wrong, if you can see. It's not bad. It's just nice to sit in a chair rather than, you know, lying down or standing around. And I'd prefer this than paying for one of those chairs that you actually sit outside your tent. Because if you, worst case, if it gets like cold or rains or anything, you can just chill in this, man. But it's a boss little invention. And then it has straps there. Don't know if you can see them. And you just clip out and it makes it back into a bed. So in theory, you can just take the clips off, lie down, and then in the morning clip it back in and you've got a chair again. Dog seems happy enough anyway. It's just chilling with a little blanket on. Alright, kiddo. Hello. It's funny then, man, some guy walked past with a Labrador and it come right up to the tent and she darted out after it. I had to stop her. I think what's happened with her, as we've had her over time, she's very protective now. It's been like 4.5 months, if she feels like something's a threat to me, I think she chases it around. But she's a good dog, man. Surprising considering she's like nearly 7 years old and she's took to us so well. But she spends a lot of time with me, so she's very attached. But boss dog, mate, look, just buzzing, chilling, man. But yeah, what I've learned so far is probably need a bigger tent if I'm gonna do this more. That tent's great for one person, but bit of a pain for the dog as well. But yeah, making do of it. So we also picked this little stove up the other day from some company called Planet X. Very cheap, mate. So I haven't got high hopes, 20 quid. But to be fair, for what it is, looks decent. A plastic lid on. That holds it for your gas. And then the igniter there. And it's alright, you know, I've tested it once and it's decent. I can't actually remember what that was for. It was for something or other, but I forgot. And you can actually store your gas in there, a small one, but I bought a bigger one today. I've filled it like halfway. What's the fill line? 900ml, so that's quite a lot, to be fair. That's quite steady, that ground, but obviously you put this on to stabilise it. You can just see it heating up. So when I tested it, it's not as quick as like a jet boil, but for 20 quid, mate, it's probably what, like a fifth of the price. And if it lasts for a year, I'd be happy with that. But yeah, it'd be sound for what I need it for, just making brews and then dehydrating meals and bits like that. Nothing fancy. Oh, I've just realised that that other metal piece is a pan holder. Yeah, remember it took me ages to work out, because there wasn't very much instructions with the box, but it's a decent little stove, to be fair, and it takes a couple of minutes to heat your stuff up. So what have we got here? Adventure menu. Penne chicken casserole. Looks alright, 51 gram of protein apparently. Can't see that, like, but may as well try it. It's been in the cupboards for a while, so why not? Sealed up, now I've got to wait 10 minutes. Oh, I might have a coffee with the rest of that water for me other beers. The only concern is that smells a bit like burning plastic. I give it a good wash out and boiled some water in it, the burner, but maybe I haven't done enough because it smells a bit suspicious, should I say. Just got myself a little coffee while I wait for the scan, but I cannot lie, that tastes very suspicious. It's got like a plasticky taste to it, but I suppose I'm still going to drink it though. I'll have that coffee and then I'll swill it down with 3 cans. Just open the food, doesn't taste like plastic as well. Yeah, probably should have boiled it a few more times or even like cleaned it a bit better, but I just completely forgot. I literally bought that a couple of months ago and it's just been in the cupboard, but yeah, at least I've got to use it anyway, and my little mat. And see the dog there in the tent, asleep. So she seems to be happy enough. It's good, this though, it's quite quiet. You can just see, I don't know if you can see through the woods. You see light. It's like a street light far away, but I don't know. Yeah man, it's not too bad now. Good to experience something with the dog first time anyway. So I'll just polish that off, mate. I'll tell you what, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I'd be totally lying if I said it was horrible. It was actually alright, the taste was decent, and surprisingly full off it though. I was thinking that ain't gonna fill me that, mate, because some of the other ones that they sent me, that company, were like all 1,000 calories. It's a bit excessive, that. I was thinking probably for 2 people, so I just took that. I feel a bit sick after it, to be honest, like sick in a good way, like not hungry. And I bought myself a big bag of crisps there. I might swerve them though and just ladder me beers instead. I was going all good there with the dog, and look where she's ended up. In the one place at the back. She does get hot in the night though in ours, and she's always moving about, so maybe she's too hot and got on the floor. So yeah, I've been meaning to come out with the dog for a while now. It's been on the radar for about 2 months. Been dead apprehensive about 2 minutes, to be honest. I was going to test it in my back garden, but I had my garden done last year. And we got artificial grass put in, so I couldn't even peg me tent out. And my tent won't stand up unless you put like 4 pegs in it. So I was like, well, I can't test that. No, like, I was trying to test the room basically and stuff like that. And then I was thinking I'd go up the Peak District because it's like the closest mountains to probably where I live. But then I just thought I was up here the other week with her. She likes it around this Formby, so I thought, try it here. And I'm glad I have, to be honest. It's been an eye-opener. I'll tell you a few things. I need a bigger tent. This is great for just wild camping. 1 or 2 people, like me and Dom, get in it just at a push. And 1 person, all good. Like, I can sit up in it now in this chair. But like, I don't know if you can see her there behind me. She's curled up in a ball. So it's not ideal, to be honest. It's not the worst, but it'll do the job for now. And then carrying gear is a bit of a pain as well. But I don't even think you need half the gear you think you do. I don't think she's cold whatsoever. She's just happy there. I think as well, because it's winter, I was thinking it'd be absolutely freezing. I'm just in a fleece. I've got my sleeping bag over my legs. I'm completely warm, to be honest. But obviously I'm not in the mountains. In the mountains it's completely different. The weather's freezing up there. Obviously elevation and stuff like that. But I didn't want to start taking her up mountains to start. And my thought process was like, if something happens, it's like a couple of hours to drive home. Whereas this is 20-25 minutes from where I live. So, you know, if it went wrong, I was just straight my car home. As I'm getting out more and my kit's improving, but yeah, the tent's the next upgrade, I think. All the other stuff I've got's pretty good now. Like my sleeping pads and all that, my bags, I'm fine for all that, but yeah, the tent's a bit of a headache. She's been the best thing I've had in years, the best thing I ever done getting her. It was a total off chance, to be honest. Someone got in contact with us who was a friend of a friend and said they wanted her adopting. And someone had mentioned that we go up mountains and stuff like that, so they said they'd probably be ideal. We literally walk everywhere that we can. We only drive if we have to. Yeah, I'm always out with her all the time now, and it's just been a great addition, mate, and been so happy since I've had her the last 4 months, probably been the happiest I've been in years. Dogs are the best, man, can't beat them. Imagine you walk past me in the forest and you hear Spanish going off, the Algio lingo. Tell you what, the only weird thing about this winter camping is I've been on my phone for like an hour just watching some videos, reading some like articles and that, and it's like 6:30 and I was like thinking I've only had a couple of cans, but I was thinking it must be late because the darks drop so early, and it's not like being in the house where you've got like lights on or telly or whatever. And I was just like, I've literally been sitting here for a couple of hours, but it feels like proper ages. And I tend to not do much winter camping. I do a lot of walking in the winter, but not camping. And yeah, it's a bit of an eye-opener. Like, can imagine if you go in, say, like December, early January, the lights going, it's going dark at like 3:30, 4, so probably in your tent for like, what, maybe 15-16 hours before it's going light, which is mad. It's not like summer camping anyway, I tell you that, because if it was summer I'd probably be walking around looking at stuff and sitting outside drinking. But yeah, the cold starting to drop now as well, with it getting a bit later, but it's not too bad. Funny as dog chunk home. Mate, that freaked me out a bit, that just come out of nowhere. I haven't even got the door open, so no idea how close that dog is. Seen a bit of an head torch flash across the tent then. Might keep the door open till later on, to be honest. That's just fucking, that freaked me out a bit. I can actually hear a person shouting it. I don't know what it's barking on, unless it's barking at me. I'll turn the light off. No idea. That was a bit of a weird one. I opened the door to see where that dog was, and all I could see was just like a green thing floating. It must have been like a collar, and as soon as you opened the door it shut up and just ran and disappeared out the forest. And I don't know whether it's like scared of us, and that's why I was barking, but the minute I popped my head out, it just ran. It just disappeared, and now it's nowhere to be seen. But obviously it must have been with some. It's probably come off the roads and come in here. But maybe I've scared it by opening the temper and everything with the light on, so no idea. But you can see our dog's like, what's happening here, man? She's just tripping out. She was having a lovely kip then, weren't you? Don't know if you can see that in the camera, but my tent's not particularly inconspicuous in the dark. No wonder that dog was barking before. I can hear kids screaming in the distance. I think it's that campsite, to be honest. Just come out for a slash then now. I'm gonna have another can now in the tent. Dog's doing alright there though. To be honest, I've used the mat she was kipping on to just go under my mat. It's pointless, she wasn't even sitting on it anyway. She seems happy enough just on the floor. Alright mate. Get another drink. No. Mate, the funny thing with the dog is, every time I set this chair up, she's just tucking in behind it at the back. And I've actually got a fair whack of room now. In theory, I could just leave it on that side if I'm camping with her. And then my bag could slot in at the bottom there, the very bottom. I've left it just outside there to the net, but it's still covered by the tent. Living and learning as we go, but yeah. Never thought a year ago I'd be camping with a dog, I tell you that. Bit of a mad one, like. I'm not even hungry, like, but they are the best crisp ever made. Like, unbelievable kettle. That peppercorn, mate, oof, heavy. Got a couple of beers left, just have to throw my coat on there. Starting to feel it a bit now with the cold. And to be honest, my cans feel more colder than when I come with them. So I'm gonna crack another one of these. Got a couple left, it's like 7:30. Probably get my head down about 9 to be fair. Yeah, it's a bit weird round here because must be close to civilization. I'll tell you something funny. I was just probably like, I don't know, 1,000 yards from here. I could see a chase through the trees, and I walked through a bit further and there was a graveyard, and I was like, yeah, I'm not camping near that, mate. Give that a miss, not into graveyards and that. I think that would be a bit of a weird one for me, in case the ghouls start coming out and that. I've seen on the internet that once you take them clips off and flatten the checker chair, you then got a cushion holder, which is decent. So I just blew my little cushion up there and threw it up. And the dog seems to be happy enough there, just chilling. She's alright, got a little blanket over her, but yeah, she's happy on the floor, so didn't need the mat. Morning everyone. It's just gone about 7:15. It was a bit of a weird sleep that last night. I think I fell asleep about 7:30, 8, and don't normally go to bed at home till about maybe 10:30, 11, so I woke up after a couple of hours and then couldn't get back to sleep. Like, the noise in this forest at night, you can hear like birds, you can actually hear traffic noise, which is, even though we're not that close to roads, and I could hear traffic noise up the road, and then I could hear a train track every now and again, but could not get back to sleep. And then I was just like, I'd fall asleep for a bit, and then I'd hear bird noise and he'd wake me up. But the dog woke me up to go to the toilet by 2 or 3 in the morning. I let her out in the pitch black, and she got off in the forest somewhere. And I was like, where's she gone? I was shouting her for ages, couldn't find her. And luckily she still had a reflective coat on, so I turned me torch and I could see her miles away. She just woke me up again then, just to go to the toilet. And obviously it's starting to go a bit late now, and again she's got off somewhere. But she comes back, she's just nosing about. She's funny, man. But yeah, she was alright, to be honest. So she slept down there at the bottom by my feet. She had she ended up just using me mat as like a pillow. I slept by my feet and she didn't even have to cover over her head, so she seemed to be happy enough. Obviously I brought this foil mat for her, but I wouldn't do that again. She seems okay, and you know, considering it's winter, she was warm enough. I did wake up at one point with my coat on and my hat and stuff, and I was boiling hot, like, felt sick. And my socks, I had to take all my socks and everything off. And my coat, felt horrible, man. You know, when you get that hot and you start feeling sick, I was like, whoa. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it was the best sleep ever, not as good as the mountains. There were quite a lot of noise. I'd probably wear earplugs if I'd done another forest camp, but anyway, another one in the bag. Probably just get a quick coffee on while I'm wrapping up now, and then head back before all the dog walkers come out. Just show you outside. No idea where the dog's gone. Oh, there she is, yeah. Just running around, buzzing. But yeah, anyway, she seems to have enjoyed it, so at least she's happy. And something else I haven't done. Something different. Wrapped away, leave notation, all that stuff. And there's my bin bag, unfortunately. It's leaking beer at the bottom. That was actually the one thing I forgot to bring was a bin bag, so the crisp packet with crushed cans I'll have to do, but should be close to a bin round here to take it. But anyway, yeah, decent little camp. Doesn't even look like we've been there either. Anyway people, let's head back to the car, probably take a different route back. As I come quite far inland last night, I think I can sort of come out of here and maybe cut through a few hours and stay back to the car. Just realised something when I said last night, my brew tasted plasticky, and it was the same this morning. I thought, well, it can't be the burner, can it, because it's not made of plastic, and just got a new hydration bladder and didn't clean it out or anything before I brought it, and that's what it was. I drank some water out of it then. Jesus, it tastes like chemicals. But yeah, anyway, man, best get off before the ranger comes round. Seen quite a few dog walkers here looking at me this morning. They're probably like, don't think many people camp in this forest, so I'll be like, what's easy in here? But yeah, anyway, we'll find a way home from here. Saying about 25 on the maps. And she enjoyed herself anyway. I think she'd be happy doing anything, this dog, mate. Anyway people, I'll end this video here. Another camp in a bag, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.